Hey, hello, and welcome to my front porch jam tonight. I hope that you're doing well. I certainly am. Definitely having a nice Saturday. Relaxing after a long Friday. A long Friday where I traveled to the far remote north part of Indiana to Fort Wayne. Maybe not that far north, but anyways, did some traveling and a very busy day. And then today been chilling, so good. So anyways, I was looking over some show notes and thinking about reflecting, I guess you might say, on the fact that I do a lot of old music, a lot of 80s, 90s, some 70s here and there. And that's always my favorite eras. But there's a lot of great new stuff out, too. And there's great brand new stuff right now. I'm blown away by, some of the recent songs by Olivia Rodrigo, for example. Very good. And so I wanted to start playing some newer stuff. Now, for tonight, I thought, well, maybe like every third song, maybe do two old songs and then one, new song, right? Or when I say new to an old guy like me. So new to me is like 5 years ago, within 5 years. So I thought two old songs from whenever, then a song from at least no more than 5 years old. And so anyways, one I wanted to start with, I thought be fun, was Dua Lipa, Don't Start Now. So it has a little part in it like that I'm playing that I wanted to point out to you and share the chord charts. So the link to the chord chart is in the description, and I still have not come up with a better thing to do with my laptop. So it is off to the side, and I'm turned at an awkward angle. But I am working on it. I think tomorrow I'm going to buy a stand or something to put this on. So, but let's take a look at the chord chart here. Okay. So the chord chart. A couple things to note. I highlighted it in gray. Got ready to say green. It's not green. I highlighted it in gray for the pre-chorus because in the pre-chorus, there is it's from two things. It slows down, sort of. I don't know how to describe it exactly, but so like I'll do the last line before the pre-chorus. It's like, I'm not where you left me at all. So you don't want to see me. See how it kind of slows down a little bit there? And then there is a change from the D to the E minor where it accents it. It's like this. And then it accents it again after that on the E minor to the G. Right, so when you play that all the way through, it's, if you don't want to see me dancing with somebody. Right? So you have to keep that in mind. That's a little tricky, I will say. The other thing is that on some of the verses, there is a little bit of a run-on with the words that also makes it a little bit challenging. So on the second line there where it says, thinking about the way I was, and did the heartbreak change me? There's no pause there. It kind of runs right through. It all runs together. So it's thinking about the way. Whoops, if I can play it the right way. Thinking about the way I was and the heartbreak changed me. Now, I know that sounds simple, but your natural instinct, at least mine is, to pause after the was. Don't pause. So anyways, just those little notes there to keep in mind. That makes it a little bit challenging, and it's kind of a challenging song altogether. A couple other things that make it a challenging song, or at least unique. I don't know if there's any guitar on the actual recording. Tons of bass. It's all bass. I do play bass, but I don't play it that well, and I definitely can't play bass and sing. But I did find that there are a lot of people online who have put together guitar arrangements for this song, and this is kind of a combination of those, so you could call this a value add, I guess, because this is more than what you can find on any given guitar website, but it's all neatly organized for you, so I hope you enjoy that. I want to go over here and point out that you can go to the guitar chord generator at Guitar Chalk, and you can take advantage of that wonderful tool. Let me share that just as a reminder, because I have definitely shared this on the other videos, but oh, you know what? I gotta do something. That's why I always have it set for studio mode. There we go. All right, so there we go. That's the chord chart generator. You can click on this and you can set this up any which way you like. Click here for the chord. Click here for the minor, major, maybe if it was applicable, the sustained chord, things like that. So it's all right there. You can take all that. You can grab the PDF off of the description on this video and go for it. And I'll go for it. There is one other thing I do want to point out, though. I want to show you that if I transition back to the PDF file, there at the beginning, that first line, it at least is, if you're playing along with the video anyways, it starts out with, if you don't want to see me. And then it kind of pauses and seems like there's some drama. And then it goes into the did a full 180. Crazy. Thinking about the way I was and the heartbreak changed me. So anyways, we'll go through it. But so I wanted to point that out. Okay. And let me transition this back and go back over here and click on that. And maybe things that you don't know that I'm doing in the background. So it's been a crazy day here on the south side. And I think that it is warmer weather than it's supposed to be for this time of year, and it's just throwing people off their game or something. I don't know, but something. Anyways, it's been very, very crazy today. So let's go ahead and try this. Here we go. If you don't want to see me, did a full 180. Crazy, thinking about the way I was and the heartbreak changed me. Maybe, but look where I ended up. I'm all good already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. If you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you don't wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now, walk away, you know how, don't start caring about me now. Aren't you the girl who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye, though it took some time to survive you, better on the other side. I'm all good already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't want to see me dancing with somebody, if you don't want to believe that anything can stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now, walk away, you know how, don't start caring about me now, don't come out, don't show up, don't start now, don't come out, not where you left me at all. So if you don't want to see me dancing with somebody, if you don't want to believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, caring about me now, walk away, you know how, don't start caring about me now, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now, walk away, you know how, don't start caring about me now, don't come out, don't show up, don't start now, don't come out, don't show up, don't start now. So there you go. That's my, excuse me, my interpretation as they say, interpretation is always something you can use to buy you some slack. All right. So if I say that is as interpreted by me on my front porch, then there you go. So if people say that doesn't sound right, you can say, well, that's as interpreted by me. So my interpretation of Dua Lipa's "Don't Start Now." Anyways, great song. I had a few show notes about this song as well that I'd like to cover. I probably need to make a slight adjustment because yes, my show notes are not committed to memory. And I do have them in front of me so that I can read those. I don't have a teleprompter, but I do have a little stand with my show notes on it. So let's do some notes about Dua Lipa. First of all, is an English-Albanian singer, songwriter, and actress who sings with a mezzo-soprano vocal range and has the disco-influenced productions. They have received critical acclaim from everybody, including me. I think it's great. Actually, some of her other songs are awesome, too. Anyways, this song was released in 2020, and it was the year's most commercially successful song by a female artist in the United States, ranking in the top 10 on Billboard's Hot 100 for the year-end chart. So how about that? It is a song that is considered to be new disco, which started around the time this was released. And so that is a resurgence in disco-style music, which I fully approve of. Although not everybody, especially amongst musician friends, would agree with that. I dig it, so there you go. Anyways, the bass line is inspired by the Bee Gees, Daft Punk, Two Door Cinema Club, and other similar artists. Elements used in the production include hand claps, crowd noise, cowbells, always good, synth burst, extended strings, and the lyrics celebrate independence and instructs a former lover to forget about their past relationship. So forget about it. And so let's see. Yes, it's considered a revival of disco music. I mentioned that. The video is filmed in Brooklyn and contains point of view and high angle shots of Lipa dancing in a crowded nightclub masquerade ball. And I hope you watch the video. If you haven't, go watch that. Do yourself a favor, like I always say, go check out the actual song. You can play along with it with the chord chart I have up here. I think the outro portion and possibly the bridge section might, they don't differ much. They might differ very slightly, but other than that, you can play through the whole song with what's in here. None of the chords change. I think it's just on the, I think on the bridge, there is maybe, I don't know, I might have put in an extra A note at the end because it sounded better playing it with the guitar, but I think there's minor things like that. It would nothing that would cause you big stress or anything. So the lyrics about empowerment, a theme of moving on, okay, and getting out of the way, and also finding confidence and happiness. So good. And so a couple of trivia facts, I guess they're trivia or just facts in general about Dua Lipa. That is her birth name. That is not a stage name. Great name, but it is her actual name. She didn't love it when she was young, apparently, but likes it now. Probably there's millions of dollars and the like of and recognition for that name probably help. But it great sounding name though, for sure. Anyways, she was born to Albanian parents from Kosovo, although she was born in London. And then she returned to live in Albania for a time in 2008. Or I might have that backwards. Anyways, she's lived in both places. How about that? So when she was 11, this is important. When she was 11, her choir teacher told her she couldn't sing as her voice was too low. So careful who you listen to. Because how many people have told me I can't sing, and look at me now. I've got I get dozens of views sometimes on videos. And then her famous breakup anthem called New Rules has racked up 1 point. Sorry, I'm looking outside to see where the commotion is at. You guys can hear the sirens, I'm sure. This is ongoing 24/7 here on the south side, of course, but I still like to look and see what's up. So her breakup anthem New Rules has racked up, as of this writing, 1.9 billion YouTube views since it was released. So she's in the Billion View Club. And so then one other note, she returned to her city of her hometown of Pristina, Kosovo, to be awarded the first key to the city from the mayor. So how about that? So always want to provide some education along the way, a little bit about the artist in addition to the actual singing and chords. So I hope you enjoyed that, and more to come. So I think tomorrow night I'm going to do Blue Monday by New Order, and then I'm going to, which is really quite easy actually. So we'll do that one, and then I think next up will be something by Olivia Rodrigo, maybe Vampire, which would be a good one. And I did think about one other one too, but it's more of a rock. I mean, rock is good, but it's one that would be hard to interpret on acoustic guitar, and that's Brutal. You could do it, but and I guess I'll spare you but it's the. So a whole bunch of stuff like that. Maybe that's, I'll play that back when I'm done and see if it sounded right. It sounds decent. I don't know, maybe, but it's but yeah, it's one that's iffy on acoustic. But Vampire's a lock. So how about that? Set my guitar down before the show's even over. Getting ready to just take it easy. I'm gonna go now and go cook dinner if you're interested. And tonight I'm making tacos. So. Just thought you might want to know that. So I will talk to you later. Have a good night. Bye-bye.